How's it going, my friends, and welcome back to the MMA Club. On this channel, we talk about all of the hottest UFC topics, and we make content daily. With that being said, if you like this video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Today, we'll be talking about Khamzat Chimaev's challenge towards Alex Pereira. Plus, Alex Pereira responds. With that being said, let's jump into the video. As of the last few days, Khamzat Chimaev has laid down the challenge to Alex Pereira. On the main card of UFC 276, Pereira took on Sean Strickland inside the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Going into the bout, Strickland was the number 4 ranked UFC middleweight, while Pereira was not ranked at all. Pereira made a massive statement by knocking Strickland out in the first round. Chimaev responded to Pereira's performance by calling him out on social media. "I want to fight this guy at UFC, at Dana White, let's make it happen." Pereira's sole focus appears to be on UFC middleweight champion Israel Adesanya. Pereira has 2 kickboxing victories over Izzy, one of which was a brutal knockout. Speaking to TSN's Aaron Bronster backstage at UFC 276, Pereira said he was not impressed by the last Stylebender's successful title defense over Jared Cannonier. "What really upsets me to see is the way that he fought tonight. A performance like that because it is disrespectful to the crowd. I saw thousands and thousands of people here, I couldn't even count how many, and it's sad to see people booing like that during a title fight. People were leaving in round 4, like the fight was over. It's really upsetting to me. So I hope he does a much better fight with me, cause otherwise you're screwed," Alex Pereira said through his translator. Time will tell what the UFC ultimately decides to do with Pereira next. As for Chimaev, he's likely due for a big welterweight bout next following a barn burner against Gilbert Burns. With Boers being closer than ever to a 170-pound title opportunity, it's unlikely that he'll be thrown in middleweight bouts next. Alex Pereira is reacting to the call-out from Khamzat Chimaev. It was Alex Pereira 6-1 MMA versus Sean Strickland 25-4 MMA in a middleweight bout this past weekend at UFC 276. It was the 34-year-old Pereira who landed a devastating left hook, putting Strickland down and out at 2 minutes 36 seconds of the first round. Headed into UFC 276, you probably heard us talk about the fact that there was a lot of speculation around Pereira and Adesanya, seeming that if both of them happened to win, it would set up a title fight between the 2 former kickboxing rivals. Pereira did indeed win, and the last Stylebender, 23-1 MMA, got in the cage with Jared Cannonier, 15-6 in the MMA, pulling out a decision victory that fans were not extremely happy about. While Powhatan is indeed 2-0 against Israel Adesanya in kickboxing, Dana White and the UFC seem excited about matching the 2 middleweights up for the next fight in the octagon. Of course, both of them chasing that title shot. As mentioned immediately following this victory, Pereira was called out on Twitter by Khamzat Chimaev. The 28-year-old Chimaev, who is 11-0 in MMA, last fought Gilbert Burns at UFC 273 in April of this year. As mentioned before, he defeated him via unanimous decision and consequently remains undefeated in the welterweight division. Pereira, speaking through his translator, spoke about Chimaev's call-out, saying to Helen Yee of HYS, "Well, I'm gonna keep the same line that I always do. See what's in front of me, you know? What's ahead?" Same with Sean Strickland's fight. People were talking about Israel's fight, and I say, look, I've got this first. Right now, I'm gonna take care of my fight with Israel for the title, and then after that, we'll see about that. Alex Pereira stating he is going to be focusing on Israel Adesanya first and foremost. Personally, we at the channel believe this is the best business decision and of course the best way to prepare yourself for any fight. Of course, we all know that it's in fact a lot smarter to take time to study your next opponent specifically as opposed to taking on all comers when fighting. Chimaev also has several challengers at his current weight class and the UFC's number 3 ranked welterweight, closing in on getting a title shot of his own. Would you like to see Chimaev vs Pereira match up in the near future? Please don't forget to let us know in the comments below. While you're down there, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you made it to the end of this video. If you like that content, please remember we have plenty of other videos to check out on the channel. We make content here daily, so make sure to come back when you want to learn all about the hottest things in the UFC today. As always, we really appreciate you watching. Be safe, and we'll see you in the next episode.